2025, what a year for Jannik Sinner. From breaking into the top ranks to taking the tennis world by storm, Jannik is showing the world that he's not just here to play. He's here to dominate. But here's the question on everyone's mind. What's next for this rising star? You're about to find out. And trust me, the future's looking bright, but only if he can overcome some pretty major challenges. But first, let me ask you this. When was the last time you truly pushed yourself beyond your limits? Because that's exactly what Sinner is doing right now. Stick around and I'll break down how he's doing it and why 2025 might just be the start of something legendary. Let's start by looking at Sinner's breakout year. Jannik didn't just show up on the tennis court, he exploded onto the scene. After clinching multiple titles and shocking some of the biggest names in tennis, everyone's asking, is this the next to Djokovic or Federer? But it's not just about the titles. What makes Jannik different? It's his mindset. You see, Sinner's rise isn't some overnight success story. This guy's been grinding, putting in the hours, battling through defeats, and emerging stronger every single time. And in 2025, all that hard work finally paid off. Here's a question for you. How many of us quit after one failure? What if I told you that Sinner's path was paved with losses, each one a lesson that made him better, faster, and tougher? That's where the real story lies, in perseverance. Now here's where it gets interesting. Sinner's been racking up wins, but what's next? Could 2026 be his year for Grand Slam glory? Or is there a bigger challenge looming that no one saw coming? To really understand what's next for Jannik, we've got to look at the competition. The tennis world is tougher than ever, with young stars like Carlos Alcaraz and Holger Rune chasing him down. And then there are the veterans. Djokovic, Nadal legends who won't go down without a fight. Here's the fear factor. Is Jannik ready to face the pressure of being a top contender? After all, it's one thing to climb the mountain, but staying at the top? That's a whole different ball game. Will he crack under the weight of expectations, or will he rise even higher? It's the question every rising star faces, and we're about to see how Jannik handles it. But here's the thing. There's more to this story. Jannik isn't just facing external competition. There's an internal battle, too. Injuries have plagued so many tennis stars before him. We've seen promising careers derailed by injury, and that's the big fear hanging over Sinner's future. Could this be the Achilles heel in his journey to greatness? Stay with me because coming up, we'll look at how Sinner's team is working overtime to keep him injury-free and why that could make or break his 2026 season. But before we go into that, here's a quick break. Ever wondered what you would do if you had to face this kind of pressure? Yeah, pressure makes diamonds, or it crushes you. Which one will it be for Jannik? Now, here's where it all comes together. Jannik's talent is undeniable. His drive, unmatched. But if we're talking about his next steps, there's one thing that could propel him into tennis greatness: his adaptability. Jannik's not just winning because he's fast or strong, he's smart. He's constantly evolving his game, studying his opponents, and making adjustments. In 2026, it's his mental game that might set him apart from the pack. Here's the exciting part. While the competition is stiff and the physical challenges are real, Sinner's greatest weapon might just be his ability to adapt. And in a sport where small tweaks can change everything, that's a game changer. But there's a twist. There's one thing Jannik hasn't achieved yet: a Grand Slam title. Could 2026 be the year? The stakes couldn't be higher. He's already proven he can go toe-to-toe with the greats, but winning a major? That's the ultimate test. Now, here's where the urgency comes in. Every match, every point in 2026 will be crucial. One wrong move, one injury, one moment of doubt, and it could all come crashing down. But if Sinner can stay focused, healthy, and adaptable, we might just be witnessing the birth of tennis' next legend. So, what's next for Jannik Sinner? A fight to the top. A battle against injury, pressure, and the world's best players. But if he plays his cards right, 2026 could be the year that cements his place in tennis history. And here's the real question: will you be watching? Make sure you don't miss a moment of his journey. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and turn on notifications so you're always up to date on the latest from the tennis world. And hey, let us know in the comments, do you think Sinner has what it